Hi and welcome back to my channel, guys. This is the video for the DJI Mini N1 remote control, which is compatible with several other models as well of the DJI drones like A2, A2S, Mini 2, Mavic 3 and some other drones as well. So mostly people, they are worried about to change sometime battery or sometime other uh, replacing the parts like buttons and motherboard change or etc, etc. So basically this is very easy to replace these kind of stuff from this remote control, but uh, very carefully you need to open it, because what happens when people, they are opening it, uh, they damage it permanently, which is from here. What happens when you open it, these cables for the joystick, as you can see, this is connected here and this is the connector for here. What happens as soon as they open it, and there are actually very strong clips inside, so basically as soon as you lift it with the force, it goes like click, big click, and meanwhile what happens, these cables actually from the connector of the PCB of the main motherboard, it's snap off from there, which is not really possible to connect it on the PCB again. So that's why this is a permanent damage, which is absolutely not useful after this damage. So let me show you how to open it. So this was already open, so let me show you how to open it. Basically this one has got two screws, just one here, and also two screws here as well. So let me show you how to open it. First of all, basically this rubber is difficult to save, but sometimes it saves, because the screw is just underneath, and mostly it damages because it goes hard, and there is a small screw just under there. We can just take it off like this, damage a little bit. There is a screw which is Phillips, a small one, and just unscrew it. A bit stiff, so you need to follow these instructions to save if there is only a battery problem. Otherwise if you don't do that, then it will be damaged permanently, as I said before. So first screw is out. Now the second screw, again these are screws actually just on the button side, and here we need to just force it from here, and you might be able to see there is a screw as well. We can just force it, and as I said before, this rubber goes like hard, and we may damage it, but can be saved as well, but a little bit damage anyways, most likely, but not every time. So these are a bit hard to get them, and okay, this is unscrew almost. And screws come out. Now the bottom screws, which are just on the place of the, as you might be able to see that. So we need to unscrew from here, the same screwdriver. So this one came out, and the other one now on the other side. Unscrew them as well, both of them. Okay, so this one came out as well. So one here, one here, one here, one here, 4 all together. Now the next thing is we need to take out this rubber, these 2 rubbers. They can be out from a screwdriver, and just wiggle it inside, and they're very, very strong rubbers. Need to have a bit force. As soon as you get it down, screwdriver, then you can try to lift it up like this. So just pull it out. There you go. The screw is almost out anyway. There you go. And the second rubber is exactly the same way, just from the bottom side, wiggle it inside and left and right. As soon as you get it down, then lift the screwdriver like this and force it. You can see the rubber is actually trying to damage it, but we can be careful. These are not very important rubbers, but you can still hold these thumbsticks in there. And there you go, come out, lift it with the thumb and grab it with the fingers, take out. Okay, now the very important part. Generally, basically it has got only the clips inside, very, very strong, but it can be removed with a plier or a similar type of thing, which can basically out, not the in, out. So we can fit the plier in there and use the both hands, as you might be able to see that, and just do it very carefully, a little bit, not too hard. And now from the other side, very careful. There you go. Still, you don't need to use the hands. Mostly what happens, people use the hand like this, and they actually, it goes suddenly in parts, and these two from here, which I show you, these two sockets, they just came out. They come out and damaged. They cannot be replaced after that, or cannot be resoldered, because the tracks, they go out. Now I carefully use the screwdriver on the edges and force it a bit. On the edges, not too hard, but just need to be very, very careful. Do not, do not go outside very quick, so it will damage the wire and connector. It can be pop out very quickly if you don't need it and it's fully damaged, but we wanted to save the motherboard's sockets actually. That's why I'm very careful and doing it slowly. You can see that the clips are so strong. You see, coming out, and same way here we need to apply a bit force on the side, but not too hard. The aim is to remove the clips only very gently from inside, not to jump them. You see, it's coming out slowly, and as soon as you are here, and you might be able to see the clips. Which are here, so just open up to here, so it will be sorted. You just need to very carefully remove these cables first. So just take them out, they are so soft, so just come out. So this side is separate safely, and now this side of joystick and just pull out, and they came out. Now you are free to do whatever, just remove it, and as you can see, this safely came out. Generally what happens, these are very fragile type connectors, which are they connected actually to the thumbsticks. These sockets, they come out, pop out from this soldering of the PCB of the motherboard. This is the motherboard. Then if you don't do care, then actually what happens, as soon as you quickly lift it like this, so what happens, they pop out, including the socket and this connector as well, so damaged permanently. So this was the secret which you need to be very careful as soon as you wanted to have or you have to remove or change any part from inside of the DJI N1 remote control. So we're gonna dismantle it, because I have the problem with this one. What I'm going to do, I'm taking out all the parts and putting on the eBay, which are useful, and basically the motherboard has a fault, so we are not going to use the motherboard, or we can sell it online as a non-working part. So we can remove everything, all the screws, take out the batteries, take out the buttons, and every part can be sold on the eBay if somebody needed it for experiments or repair for their own old spare part or remote control. So this is a heat sink, and also holding the other parts, so we can just take them out. It has got 4 Phillips screws, so we can just take them out. Right, this one we can lift it now. It has got this is a paste, a thermal paste, which is, and also it has got a little bit silicone in there. So this is a heat sink for the motherboard, and we can carefully remove all the sockets and the plugs. This is for the battery, this is for the battery, and this is for the button for camera. Here is silicone, but we can a little bit force it, and this is the batteries connector, which we already disconnected. Now we need to disconnect from the other side as well. First of all, we can just lift this plastic bit. So it just pops out. It has got only couple of clips in there, and very careful, we can just remove the antenna cables. the antenna is separate, and this is the connector for these buttons. Okay, motherboard is separate. Now we can just remove the Phillips screws. It has 6 of these. 2 are removed, and now this screw is actually holding the PCB, and also flex cable as well. For this flex cable, just use the nail and just pop out. And secondly, these 2 left. There you go, and now it's almost free. Just only one connector, which is from the other side battery. It has got 2 batteries inside, which is 18650 each side battery, 1 and 2. And we can just take these out. The connector is under the glue. You can just lift it because this is just a rubber. And came out. The PCB is free at the moment. It should come out. Yeah, sorry, because there is this is a thermal paste, and that was holding the PCB. You can just lift it up very careful, and it comes out. So this is the motherboard. Now we need to remove the batteries, and for the batteries removal we need to have the hex type screwdriver. Okay, so basically this is a T6 screwdriver hex type, and we can just remove these 2 screws for the battery to change or replace the battery, or you can just, if you are going to scrap them, you can still use these batteries. They are very good, and they are actually 2600 milliamp hour and original batteries, not the fake ones. Yeah, that's it. I just came out the battery. And now on the other side, this side has got these 3 screws, which are holding actually this plate, which was going through the antenna cables. So 3 screws on this plate, and all of them, these are actually being removed now, just coming out, and carefully just remove these cables from the plate. One by one. So these antennas actually going to this antenna, as you can see, moving. If somebody wanted to replace the antenna, then they can replace it like this as well. So, okay, again the 2 screws, similar like on the other side. So 2 screws removing from here. And just lift the plate, holder, and it's almost out there, and you can just lift the battery out. So that's how the removal of the parts from remote control, which is N1 DJI. You can replace this button if you wish to. You can replace this button from this side, and also antenna as well. So this was the main part, which I'm just repeating it again. As soon as you are opening it, do not force it with the hand, because hands cannot be controlled. You need to control with a plier type, and just open it like this, and very carefully remove these clips, which are very strong actually all around. So you need to be very careful, and as soon as you are up to here, up to this position, then remove the cables from its motherboard very carefully, and then you can lift it out. So that's it for today. This was the video for how to dismantle and replace parts from Mini 1, oh sorry, it's a Mini 2 drones remote control, which is compatible with other drones as well. So thank you very much for watching. See you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.